Hello everyone. I welcome you to today's video lecture. Today we will start with a fresh chapter, that is Should Wizard Hit Mommy? And it has been written by the American writer John Updike. The author John Hoyer Updike was an American novelist, poet, short story writer, and art and literary critic. He used to write reviews. He published more than 20 novels, more than 12 short story collections, as well as poetry, art, and criticism. He also wrote children's books during his career. He was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction in the year 1982 and 1991 for two novels, namely Rabbit is Rich and Rabbit at Rest. He had said that the aim of his short fiction was to give the mundane its beautiful due. And in this story, that is Should Wizard Hit Mommy, we will see how he is beautifully describing the simple art of bedtime storytelling. It is very much clear from this chapter that he had an interest in children and he wrote quite a lot of children's fiction during his lifetime. And in this chapter, we will see how a father, that is Jack, is telling his little girl a bedtime story, and it this chapter also tells us about the thought processes, about the mindset, and about the curiosity that can be seen in little children who are prone to asking questions, who are so curious about knowing everything because they are small, they haven't seen the world, so they are curious and they tend to ask a lot of questions. Okay, so we will be seeing this how the writer is transforming the mundane, that is the ordinary things like storytelling, into a beautiful experience. तो ये चैप्टर हमें ये दिखाएगा कि किस तरह से राइटर जो है जॉन अपडीक वो नॉर्मल एवरीडे लाइफ को भी ब्यूटीफुली डिस्क्राइब कर सकते थे अपने वर्क्स में, अपनी स्टोरीज में. ओके, सो कमिंग टू द स्टोरी. Like always, we will first discuss the themes or the key points that will come in the story. The most important, I think, theme that will be found in the story is the art of storytelling itself. Okay, so storytelling is a very ancient art, and it is basically an art which the seniors or the elders have to sort of perform before the little children, because storytelling is not easy, because the little children, they have a very curious mindset, and if the storyteller doesn't know how to turn things and spin a yarn, then the storyteller has a hard time. If the child is a very intelligent one, or even little basic, if any child will ask so many questions that the elder will get confused in his own story. So storytelling was a very ancient art, and it continues even to this day. And Jack is telling a bedtime story to his little daughter, that is Jo. And this tradition is part of almost all the ancient cultures throughout the world, where nannies and grandparents or parents tell a story to their children. Okay, and generally the story is with a lesson, it comes with a moral in order to make the child sleep as well as give them something to learn. Okay, so this art of storytelling is what rules this entire chapter. The other theme that we can found in this chapter is that it is a fable. A fable is basically a story in which non-humans speak, or the animals speak. Okay, so in this story we will see how the owl is speaking, then the animal, that is Roger skunk, he is speaking, then the wizard is speaking. Okay, let's imagine that the wizard is a human being of some sort, but when we think about the owl and other creatures and Roger Skunk, which is the main character in the story. So all these are speaking and these are animals. So this chapter qualifies as a fable. Okay. Another theme that we will found is that of child inquisitiveness. Inquisitiveness is the curiosity. जो छोटे बच्चों में जो क्यूरियोसिटी मिलती है चीज़ों को जानने की, बिकॉज दे आर न्यू टू द वर्ल्ड, उन्होंने दुनिया देखी नहीं है. सो हर चीज़ उनको एक क्वेश्चन मार्क लगती है जिसको वो जानने की कोशिश करते हैं. सो दे टेंड टू आस्क मैनी मैनी क्वेश्चंस. ओके, इस तरह हम इस स्टोरी में भी देखेंगे कि कैसे जो छोटी सी जो बच्ची है जो जिसको स्टोरी सुना रहे हैं उसके पापा, शी विल आस्क मैनी क्वेश्चन, शी विल इंटरप्ट इन द मिडल जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ हर क्यूरियोसिटी, ऑफ हर इंक्विजिटिवनेस. ओके. Then another key point or the theme that we will found in the story is that of morality. Now, what is morality? Morality is the good and the bad. कि हमारे लिए क्या सही है, क्या गलत है, क्या अच्छा है और क्या बुरा है. So morality is not something very specific जिसको हम black and white में describe कर सकते हैं, जिसको हम बोल सकते हैं कि बिल्कुल यही अच्छा है और बिल्कुल यही गलत है. Because morality depends from person to person and it also varies from चिल्ड्रन टू अडल्ट. बच्चे जो होते हैं उनकी मोरालिटी में बहुत इनोसेंस होता है, जबकि जो बड़े लोग होते हैं उनकी मोरालिटी में किस चीज़ से डिराइव होती है, उनके एक्सपीरियंस से. सो ये जो फ़र्क है मोरालिटी का कि बच्चों को क्या सही और गलत लगता है और बड़ों को क्या सही और गलत लगता है, ये भी हम इस स्टोरी में देखेंगे. सो इस मोरालिटी के थीम के साथ साथ बहुत नज़दीक एक थीम ये भी है that the different thought processes between the children and the adults. क्योंकि बच्चों के जो thought processes होते हैं they are derived usually by innocence. innocence होती है बच्चों में जो उनकी पूरी thought process को mold करती है. Whereas when we come to adults, when we talk about adults and their mindsets, then they have a sort of experience of the world जिसके हिसाब से वो चीज़ों को डिसाइड करते हैं या चीज़ों को लेकर के आगे बढ़ते हैं. सो दिस वी विल फाइंड दिस वेरिएशन बिटवीन द टू thought processes. Then we will also find a kind of dichotomy in this chapter between imagination versus reality. कि imagination की दुनिया कैसी होती है और real दुनिया कैसी होती है, इसमें एक contrast इस chapter में हमको देखने को मिलेगा. क्यों? क्योंकि ये जो story है ये एक real kind of है, because हर घर में ऐसा होता है, बच्चों को story सुनाई जाती है, so it is something very real. But at the same time this reality holds within itself the imaginary part. कि किस तरह से imagination के through story सुनाई जाती है. And imagination is also a mixture of reality and fantasy. उस imagination में भी बहुत कुछ real होता है और बहुत कुछ fantastic होता है, unreal होता है. So this we will find intermixed in this story. And another very important theme that we will find in the story is that of loving one's own self or self-acceptance. Okay, so this self-acceptance is very much relevant even in today's world, when people are not ready to accept themselves the way they are. इस स्टोरी में हम ये थीम किस तरह से देखेंगे कि जो मेन कैरेक्टर होता है रॉजर स्कंक, वो जो है उसके बॉडी से जो बैड स्मेल निकलती है. सो इट इज़ समथिंग वेरी नेचुरल, इट इज़ नॉट समथिंग विच इज़ अ डिफेक्ट. ये उसके बॉडी का डिफेक्ट नहीं है, ये उसके उस एनिमल स्पीसीज होने की एक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है, एक ट्रेट है जिसको वो हेल्प नहीं कर सकता है एक्सेप्ट विद द यूज़ ऑफ मैजिक. तो वो मैजिशियन के पास जाता है, विज़ार्ड के पास जाता है, एंड ही आस्क्स हिम टू चेंज द स्मेल. बट लेटर ऑन द मदर of that character Roger Skunk, she tells that she loves that smell of her child and that is something natural. वो किसी ने बनाई नहीं है, that is God given, that is natural, and so it is he is very much deserving of that smell and everyone has to live with that reality. Okay, so इस मदर की रिएक्शन, मदर ने जो रिएक्शन दिया इस पूरे हैपनिंग पे, ये हमें क्या सिखाता है? ये हमें सिखाता है दैट वी हैव टू लव आवरसेल्व्स द वे वी आर. द मदर डिस्पाइट anything despite the foul smell or anything. She loves the child because he is her child, and he is in real, whatever the smell is there, it is in real. But other characters are sort of trying to move away from him because they don't accept the reality. तो ये हमारे सोसाइटी में भी है, हमारे सिचुएशंस में भी है, where people have some things which are natural, like disability होती है लोगों को, अलग अलग तरह की बीमारियां हो जाती हैं जिनको वो हेल्प नहीं कर पाते हैं. सो एंड अगर इतने दूर तक हम नहीं भी जाते हैं तो लोगों के अंदर अपने अपने थॉट्स होते हैं, अपने आइडियाज़ होते हैं, अपने इंटरेस्ट होते हैं जिनको वो परस्यू आगे क्यों नहीं करते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि लोग हंसेंगे, लोग दो तीन बात कहेंगे, लोग कुछ कहेंगे. सो ये जो सोसाइटी का जो प्रेशर होता है, जो फ्रेंड्स का प्रेशर होता है, या जो भी प्रेशर होता है, इसकी वजह से पीपल स्टॉप लविंग देयर ओन सेल्व्स एंड दे एंड अप कमिटिंग acts like suicide, they harm themselves and they completely go into depression. So ये सारी चीज़ें जो हैं, ये बहुत फार साइटेड इम्पैक्ट्स हैं इस थीम के, दैट इज लविंग वन सेल्फ और सेल्फ एक्सेप्टेंस. सो दिस चैप्टर ऑल्सो टीचेस अस दैट वी हैव टू एक्सेप्ट not only ourselves but also the people around us the way they are, and we should not always criticize them or make them a victim of sarcasm. हमें हर वक्त लोगों को तंज नहीं करना चाहिए, लोगों को उनके रियलिटी पे हमको उनको नीचा नहीं दिखाना चाहिए. सो दिस चैप्टर इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इट इज़ गिविंग अस दिस मॉरल लेसन. And another theme that I have not noted down but it is found in the story is that the love of parents for their children. Just like Jack loves his little girl Joe, and he is tired and he doesn't want to tell a story, but still he makes up everything and he bears with her questions, shows the love of a father for his daughter. Similarly, Roger Skunk's mother loves him despite whatever smell he has, whatever bad quality, maybe you can say something that is not very pleasant in him, but still the mother loves the child the way he is. So this parents love is also seen in this chapter. So there are other themes as well which you should try to find out yourselves. So this was the discussion of the themes. Now we will move on to the main text of the story. Before moving on to the text, you can see that there is this. So the chapter's title is a question. It is in the form of a question and it is arousing a kind of interest in the readers, and it is asking, should wizard hit mommy? So the readers, when they see this title itself, they kind of become curious as to who is this wizard and who is this mommy, and is it right or is it wrong. And this question, this title is basically a moral question. Okay, it is a moral question of hitting, okay, and hitting mommy. So it is kind of putting us in a kind of complex situation, the readers. So this moral question is also an important theme of this chapter, और यही theme को writer इस chapter में उभारना चाह रहे हैं. So he has put this title as a question itself. Okay, so we will in the end try to decide whether the answer is yes or the answer is no. He has left this decision on the readers. Okay, so without wasting further time, we will move with the text of the chapter. So here is a story about the worldview of a little child and the difficult moral question that she raises during the story session with her father. In the evenings and for Saturday naps like today's, Jack told his daughter Jo a story out of his head. This custom began when she was 2, was itself now nearly 2 years old, and his head felt empty. So Jack is telling a story to Joe, and it is his duty, especially on every Saturday. ओके, तो सैटरडे के नैप्स में वो जनरली अपनी बेटी को स्टोरी सुनाते हैं. मे बी अदर डेज में उसकी मम्मी सुनाती होगी. ओके, एंड ये जो स्टोरी टेलिंग कब से स्टार्ट हुआ था? व्हेन शी वाज 2 years old, और अब ये ट्रेडिशन अपने आप में 2 साल हो चुका है. सो बेसिकली द गर्ल इज 4 years old. ओके, जो इज अ 4-year-old गर्ल. And the father, that is Jack, his head is empty, like he is not able to design any story in his mind. Each new story was a slight variation of a basic tale. A small creature, usually named Roger, Roger Fish, Roger Squirrel, Roger Chipmunk, had some problem and went with it to the wise old owl. The owl told him to go to the wizard, and the wizard performed a magic spell that solved the problem, demanding in payment a number of pennies greater than the number that Roger creature had, but in the same breath directing the animal to a place where the extra pennies could be found. Then Roger was so happy he played many games with other creatures and went home to his mother just in time to hear the train whistle that brought his daddy home from Boston. Jack described their supper and the story was over. Working his way through the scheme was especially fatiguing on Saturday because Joe never fell asleep in naps anymore, and knowing this made the ride seem futile. So it is a long description, but it is important to read it all together because ये हमें क्या बता रहा है, a story within a story. ये एक स्टोरी हम पढ़ रहे हैं, उस स्टोरी के अंदर एक और स्टोरी है. दिस कैन ऑल्सो बी एन इम्पॉर्टेंट थीम इन दिस चैप्टर. ओके, ये भी आप थीम्स में ऐड कर सकते हैं. अ स्टोरी विद इन अ स्टोरी. सो दिस राइटर इज टेलिंग अस अबाउट द स्टोरी दैट जैक यूज्ड टू टेल जो. This is the gist of the story, in which there used to be a character named Roger, and the title would vary in every story, and he would have some problem and then he would go to the wise owl. फिर wise owl क्या करता था, वो उसको एक wizard का रास्ता बताता था, and when Roger would go to that wizard, he would solve his problem but he would demand money. नाउ रॉजर के पास जितना मनी होता था वो हमेशा कम पड़ जाता था. सो द विजार्ड वुड यूज टू टेल हिम कि तुम वहाँ जाओ और वहाँ तुमको पैसा मिलेगा. देन ही यूज टू गिव दैट मनी टू द विजार्ड, and then he used to play with his friends and go back home in time when his father was about to come home from Boston. So this was the overall gist of the story जो हमेशा जैक जो को सुनाते थे. ओके, मगर अब क्या होता था, अब आजकल क्या हो रहा था कि जो थी, she did not used to fall asleep when he used to tell her the story. So ये सोचकर जैक को लगता है कि ये पूरा स्टोरी टेलिंग एक बहुत ही फ्यूटाइल सा राइट है, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली उसका क्या रीज़न है, उसको सुलाने का, बच्चे को सुलाने का उसका रिजल्ट होना चाहिए, बट शी इज़ नॉट स्लीपिंग एनी मोर. सो जैक को बेसिकली काइंड ऑफ इरिटेशन होता है इस स्टोरी सुनाने से. Okay, the little girl, not so little anymore, the bumps her feet made under the covers were halfway down the bed, their big double bed that they let her be in for naps, and from the way her fat face deep in the pillow shone in the sunlight, sifting through the drawn shades, it did not seem fantastic that some magic would occur and she would take her nap like an infant of 2. Her brother Bobby was 2 and already asleep with his bottle. Jack asked, "Who shall the story be about today?" So, the little girl had already grown up. 2 सालों में वो बहुत बड़ी हो गई थी, and she had also physically grown up, and her legs were quite long and they used to stretch far towards the end of the bed. And she also had a brother who was Bobby, and who was 2 years old, and he was already asleep. So the father is asking Joe that आज स्टोरी का जो कैरेक्टर होगा वो उसका नाम क्या होगा. ओके, सो रॉजर वॉज द परमानेंट नेम, एंड उसके साथ द टाइटल यूज टू चेंज. सो ही इज आस्किंग दैट आज रॉजर के साथ क्या नाम होगा. सो रॉजर, Joe squeezed her eyes shut and smiled to be thinking she was thinking. Her eyes opened, her mother's blue. "Skunk," she said firmly. A new animal. They must talk about skunks at nursery school. Having a fresh hero momentarily stirred Jack to creative enthusiasm. "All right," he said. "Once upon a time, in the deep, dark woods, there was a tiny creature by the name of Roger Skunk, and he smelled very bad." "Yes," Joe said. He smelled so bad that none of other little woodland creatures would play with him. Jo looked at him solemnly. She hadn't foreseen this. Whenever he would go out to play, Jack continued with zest, remembering certain humiliations of his old childhood. All of the other tiny animals would cry, "Oh, oh, here comes Roger Stinky Skunk." And they would run away, and Roger Skunk would stand there all alone, and two little round tears would fall from his eyes. The corners of Joe's mouth dropped down, and her lower lip bent forward as he traced with a forefinger along the side of her nose the course of one of Roger Skunk's tears. So he has started to tell her the story और वो बताते हैं that the creature that is Roger Skunk, he is a very bad smelling animal और उसके सारे friends उसको छोड़कर they just run away because they don't want to play with him, and he is telling that Roger Stinky Skunk would cry, and then he trails that imaginary tear from on her cheek. Okay, so she is very carefully listening. "Won't he see the owl?" she asked in a high and faintly roughened voice. Sitting on the bed beside her, Jack felt the covers tug as her legs twitched tensely. He was pleased with this moment. He was telling her something true, something she must know, and had no wish to hurry on. But downstairs a chair scraped, and he realized he must get down to help Claire paint the living room woodwork. So he is also wanting to tell her the story very slowly and enjoying every bit of it, and he is also realizing that his wife Claire needs his help with all the work that is there in their house. So he is kind of divided in these two desires. Well, he walked along very sadly and came to a very big tree, and in the tip top of the tree was an enormous wild owl. "Good, Mr. Owl," Roger Skunk said. "All the other little animals run away from me because I smell so bad." "So you do," the owl said. "Very, very bad. What can I do?" Roger Skunk said, and he cried very hard. So he is telling the story that Roger Skunk, what he did when others ran away from him, he felt very bad and he went to the wise owl. और wise owl से जब उसने कहा that I smell very bad, so even the wise owl said that yes, you smell very, very bad. So Roger Skunk said that what can I do? So he is asking for help. The wizard, Joe shouted and sat right up, and a little golden book spilled from the bed. "Now, Joe, Daddy is telling the story. Do you want to tell Daddy the story?" So, when Jack is telling the story, Joe has already known the story before. She also already knows the plot that now this will happen, now this will happen. तो वो क्या करती है बीच बीच में? She already tells what is going to happen. So Jack gets annoyed and he says that who is telling the story, the father or you? So she says, "No, you, me. Like you are telling the story to me. Then lie down and be sleepy." Okay. Her head relapsed into the bed and she said, "Out of your head." Well, the owl thought and thought. At last he said, "Why don't you go see the wizard?" "Daddy, what? Are the magic spells real?" This was a new phase, just this last month a reality phase. When he told her spiders eat bugs, she turned to her mother and asked, "Do they really?" And when Claire told her God was in the sky and all around them, she turned to her father and insisted, with a sly yet eager smile, "Is he really?" So, this questioning from the side of the little girl was something very new, and she had all of a sudden started taking interest in all little things that would be told to her. तो उसको कुछ भी नया पता चलता था, so she used to be very curious about it. So she is also asking when she hears about the wizard. Basically wizard कौन होते हैं? जो जादू करते हैं, जादूगर जो होते हैं, magicians. So she is asking her father whether the magic is something which is real or unreal. "They're real in stories," Jack answered curtly. She made him miss a beat in the narrative. The owl said, "Go through the dark woods under the apple trees into the swamp over the creek." So the father says that magic is something real only in stories and not in reality. Okay, then he goes on to tell the story and he mentions the word creek. So Joe asks again a question. What's a creek? A little river, he says. Over the creek, and there will be the wizard's house. And that's the way Roger Skunk went, and pretty soon he came to a little white house and he rapped on the door. Jack rapped on the window sill, and under the covers Joe's tall figure clenched in an infantile thrill. So he's telling the story in which the owl is telling Roger Skunk to go to the wizard's house, और वो उसका रास्ता उसको बताता है. So Jack is also rapping the windowsill in order to imitate the knocking of a door. Okay. And then a tiny little old man came out with a long white beard and a pointed blue hat and said, "Eh, what's this? What you want? You smell awful." The wizard's voice was one of Jack's own favorite effects. He did it by scrunching up his face and somehow whining through his eyes, which felt for interval rheumy. He felt being an old man suited him. So he is describing the way the old wizard would speak, and he's making up that voice. And this is the quality in the father कि वो आवाजें बदल बदल के story सुनाते हैं. So this is something which interests the little girl. "I know it," Roger Skunk said, "and all little animals run away from me." The enormous wise owl said, "You could help me." So when the wizard sees this Roger Skunk, he also says that you smell very bad. So Roger Skunk says that I know this, and all my friends, all the little animals run away from me. And so I went to the owl, and the owl told me to come to you. Well, maybe. Come on in. Don't get too close. Now, inside Joe, there were all these magic things, all jumbled together in a big dusty heap because the wizard did not have any cleaning lady. Why? Why? Because he was a wizard and a very old man. So the story is continuing, and the father is describing the house of the wizard. And because it is very dirty, so he tells Joe that the wizard doesn't have a cleaning lady, and also he is very old, so he cannot clean things himself. So his house is very dirty. So he adds logic and reason to everything that he says because he knows that his little daughter is very curious और वो हर चीज में सवाल करती है. Why? Why? Because he is a wizard and a very old man. Will he die? No, wizards don't die. Well, he rummaged around and found an old stick called a magic wand and asked Roger Skunk what he wanted to smell like. Roger thought and said, "Roses." "Yes, good," Joe said smugly. So, the magician, the father is telling the story that the magician asked Roger Skunk that he is going to change the smell, how he is smelling. So what does he want to smell like? So Roger Skunk क्या बोलते हैं? That I want to smell like roses. So when Joe listens to this, she is very satisfied. Okay, roses is something good and the smell is good, so it is very, very fine. Jack fixed her with a trance-like gaze and chanted in the wizard's elderly, irritable voice. "Abracadabra, hocus po, Roger Skunk, how do you do? Roses, boses, pull an ear, Roger Skunk, you never fear." Bingo. So, ये जो है मैजिक स्पेल जो जनरली हर बच्चे को सुनाया जाता है, दिस द फादर दैट इज जैक ही इज टेलिंग इन अ वेरी क्रिएटिव मैनर टू जो, और वो बिल्कुल वो उसके आईज को देख कर ये वाला स्पेल बोलते हैं, एंड शी इज ऑल इन हिज पावर. वो बिल्कुल अपने फादर के इस मैजिक स्पेल के बोलने के तरीके से वो बहुत enchanted हो जाती है लिटिल जो. ओके, so this is where we will stop today. This is page number 51 in the book Vistas, and in the next lecture we will do with the remaining half of this chapter. So please read the chapter, and we will meet again hopefully. Until then, thank you and see you.